Up Pro Coverage. I am your host, Nick. Today, we're breaking down Chris Tabor, his final thoughts before this Bucs game, and anything else he has. Very short video today, so let's jump right to it.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's just jump right into this press conference. It's a short one this week, so nice and easy.
Very fast, because nobody here.
That's okay. All right, good. Go ahead. Just wrapped up Friday's work right there. We've got one more day of preparation, but I'll answer any questions.
So you got one tight end out, one's doubtful. How do you kind of make up for that?
I think it goes into our planning all during the week. We'll have options, and we'll have good plans. We still got really good players that we can play at those spots and how we utilize them. So I feel confident in what we're doing.
Going into this game, obviously hindsight is 2020. I am recording this on the 5th, so it's a few days past the game. I do believe that this is a bit of a double-edged sword here. He either says, "Oh, we don't have it," and then people are going to rag on him, or he just says, "Hey, man, we got the horses in this." So I appreciate that. I do think tight end is one of those positions that young quarterbacks really need a great one. We're seeing now with C.J. Stroud and Dalton Schultz that they are able to get chunk plays. They're able to just really vibe together. Tight ends and younger quarterbacks, it's a great safety valve for them. It's why preseason I really advocated for us to make some blockbuster trade and go get Kittle, Kelsey, even Dalton Schultz when he was in free agency. I really liked him. So that's just something as an outsider, I would personally always pair a rookie with a great tight end. I do think we have some good ones, but obviously the health of them has been their downfall to this current point. But overall, I'm very happy with where we're going, where we've been, and the horizon for this team. I think Chris Tabor is a great addition. I'm actually going to have a full breakdown video of his previous coaching history and everything like that coming out soon, so watch out for that.
No injury designation for C.J. Henderson. Did he clear the protocol?
He did clear the protocol, so we're on to the next steps.
And Jeremy Chin?
Jeremy Chin, he's all those guys worked out this week, and we'll see where it's at.
When you look at this team and, so far the season, a 1-10 start, obviously the end of your first week, what have the emotions been like? What's, the mindset kind of going into Sunday now, taking over and having 6 games to go?
I think we're excited, and it doesn't really matter what your role is. We always talk about trying to be a star in your role. We're going through the process. It was a good week of practice and preparation. I like where the guys are at, and I'm sure every coach does at this time of the week. But we got another day tomorrow to tighten some things up, and we'll get those things cleaned up, and then that'll put us in position to see what we can do on Sunday.
Again, I like that he's getting the guys together. I do like the idea of a special teams coordinator being the interim. I don't like the offense or defensive coordinator filling into that role. But overall, I like what he's putting up so far, meaning in the press conferences, his body language and everything like that. Of course, he does this little recessed face, which I apologize for pausing it there, Mr. Tabor. But hopefully over time, we are able to get a little bit more of that humanity this man has, being very happy and cracking jokes, and we heard about the Bell story. So I think that there's so much that goes into it. So obviously the team and the coaching staff really seems to be behind him. So for that, I'm behind him as well. I'm excited for the rest of the year, these last 6 games, and now, of course, 5 games.
Have you kind of ironed out or made any changes to who's going to be upstairs, who's going to be downstairs, just kind of the operation of it all?
The operation is going to be pretty smooth, like what we've done. The only difference is Parks is going to come down on the field, and that'll really be the only thing.
When you look at this team through 11 games, what are some of the main things you want to see now that you perhaps maybe haven't seen so far? Obviously, I know your role has changed a lot more this week.
Quick, before he jumps into it, I'd like to see you guys protect Bryce Young. I'd like to see us take some shots downfield. I would like to see us averaging about 27 to 34 rushing attempts a game. I think we can do that with Chuba and Miles Sanders, kind of go back and forth. I actually really love the idea of running 2 running backs. Then you really have the option of wheel routes and just a little bit more. I think they can both catch the ball really well, both run the ball really well. But right now the offensive line just can't hang. So that's where I really, again, going back, I really wish we had a strong tight end that would be able to stay in for most of these games. Obviously, we've been cycling through them again because of injuries.
Yeah, I just want to, we always talk about getting better. and putting ourselves up in a position to be successful. I want to see us do that. I want us to see us just continually to play. If they stop us, that's okay. Let's just keep chopping wood. Let's just keep working. Next play mentality, and just be in attack mode the whole time.
Like that, you saw him right before he started that answer. He got like this big, gulp kind of thing. I'm not going to look too much into that. I just think that, he's got a certain repertoire, a certain go-to of catchphrases and everything like that. Next man up, the normal tropes. But overall, I think that he can inspire people. I'm very excited to see what this becomes over the next now 5 games. Obviously, this was done before the Bucs game.
Still a little weird to look at that tape and see Baker Mayfield on the other side after starting the year with him this year.
He's a good player. Got a lot of respect for him. Looking forward to seeing him, in pregame and saying hi to him in postgame. But during the game, obviously, we'll cheer against him.
So can you give me the history of the bell?
The bell just happened to, it just one day was up on the podium, and we were just kind of starting and just brought the class to order, really. And then it's kind of grown its own life from there.
This is the point. This is the criticism that I will make, or I believe is fair. Frank was very passive, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. People most often associate passive as in like not wanting to do anything. I just think when he was up there, he was always trying to be the head coach. He was always trying to give the head coach answer. He's trying to always do that. Whereas Chris Tabor is able to actually come in here, crack some jokes. You can obviously see he's very happy, big smiles, the whole nine, and really kind of get the team behind him in a more positive and jovial manner, as opposed to a hey, we're here to do a job and everything like that, and never really addressing it, never really bringing emotion into it. So I will say that's a fair criticism. The sideline stuff, obviously, we don't need a Bobby Knight, but I'm very happy that he's a little bit more open, a little bit happier. Obviously, a different situation with a new opportunity, but still.
And so just like in 22 or?
It started last year. And we've kind of the same bell is still there, and I think the guys like it. It's just one of those things that just happened.
And what's the weirdest thing you had to do or ding somebody for?
Well, there's probably quite a few things. The players probably could answer that better than I could, because they'll probably have their own opinions on that.
Still no update on J.C. Horn. How close do you feel he is to coming back? Obviously, Monday is when the window closes.
Right. The window closes on Monday. I think he's had a good week. We'll just have to go into the evaluation process, just leaving practice right now, so haven't had an opportunity to speak with the other parties involved.
All right. Anything else, guys? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
Short press conference today or a few days ago. I'm happy with it. This one's real short, so I'm not going to give a grade for it. I'm just really happy overall with, again, his demeanor, the way he seems to be rallying the team behind him. I'm super excited for the future. Regardless, my name is Nick. This is Roll Coverage. You want more breakdowns, we do it on the regular. Every Panthers press conference outside of Bryce Young, we will do. I think he's a rookie quarterback. He does not deserve the ire of people just absolutely hounding his press conference, so he gets a pass from me from right now. But if you want to see any more, come see us soon. Peace.